Hello, devoted fans of Days of Our Lives. Welcome back to the TV Days Drama Digest channel, where we dive deep into the emotional roller coaster that is Salem's most gripping storylines. Today, we're unraveling a heart-wrenching tale that has left viewers on the edge of their seats, the devastating loss of John Black, and the question that's burning in everyone's minds: will Marlena Evans, Salem's beloved psychiatrist and John's soulmate, leave town in the wake of his tragic death? Grab your tissues, settle in, and let's explore this gut-wrenching storyline together, filled with love, loss, and the possibility of a dramatic departure. A love story for the ages. For decades, John Black and Marlena Evans have been the beating heart of Days of Our Lives. Their love story, a tapestry woven with passion, betrayal, danger, and unwavering devotion, has captivated audiences since the 1980s. From their whirlwind romance to their countless trials, amnesia, secret identities, and near-death experiences, John and Marlena, affectionately dubbed Jarlena by fans, have always found their way back to each other. Their bond has been a beacon of hope, a testament to the idea that true love can conquer even the darkest of storms. But now, as we face the unthinkable, that beacon has been extinguished, leaving Marlena and all of us reeling in its absence. The tragedy began with a selfless act, one so quintessentially John. On a stormy night, as the winds howled through Salem, John learned that his dear friend Bo Brady was in desperate need of a rare medication to survive a life-threatening condition. Without hesitation, John, ever the hero, set out to retrieve it. The roads were treacherous, slick with rain, and visibility was nearly non-existent. Yet John pressed on, driven by loyalty and love for his friend. But fate, cruel and unyielding, had other plans. A devastating accident claimed John's life, leaving behind a void that no one in Salem could have prepared for. The date was June 2nd, 2025, a day that will forever be etched in the hearts of Days fans as the moment Salem lost one of its brightest stars. The final goodbye. Marlena, the woman who had stood by John's side through every trial, was left shattered. As a psychiatrist, she spent her career helping others navigate their pain, but nothing could have prepared her for the agony of losing her true love. In the days leading up to John's death, Marlena clung to hope, sitting by his bedside in Salem University Hospital, her hands clasped tightly around his, whispering words of love and encouragement. "You fought your way back to me before, John," she said, her voice trembling with a mix of desperation and determination. "You can do it again. We're not done yet." But this time, the miracle she prayed for didn't come. John slipped away, leaving Marlena to face a world without him. The news of John's passing sent shockwaves through Salem. Friends and family rallied around Marlena, their grief mingling with hers in a collective outpouring of love and loss. The Brady Pub, a cornerstone of the community, became a gathering place for those mourning John. Roman Brady, John's longtime friend and Marlena's former husband, stood stoically by her side, his own heart heavy with the loss of a man he'd come to respect deeply. Hope Brady, Bo's wife, wept openly, guilt gnawing at her as she grappled with the fact that John's sacrifice was for her husband's survival. Even younger residents like Claire Brady and Sierra Weston, who grew up idolizing John's heroism, struggled to make sense of a Salem without him. John's funeral, set for the end of June, promises to be a poignant and unforgettable event. The writers of Days of Our Lives have hinted at a ceremony filled with emotional tributes, heart-wrenching speeches, and a cascade of flashbacks that will take viewers on a nostalgic journey through John and Marlena's epic love story. Picture this: the church in Salem, adorned with white lilies and soft candlelight, filled with familiar faces. Steve and Kayla, Doug and Julie, and even old friends like Shane Donovan, who returns to pay his respects. As Marlena stands at the podium, her voice breaking but resolute, she'll share memories of John's courage, his wit, and the way his piercing blue eyes could make her feel like the only woman in the world. The flashbacks will transport us to their early days. John as the mysterious pawn, Marlena's unwavering belief in his goodness, and their stolen moments of passion amidst the chaos of Salem's intrigues. A community in mourning the impact of John's death extends far beyond Marlena. His children, Brady and Belle, are grappling with the loss of their father, a man who was both a larger-than-life hero and a deeply flawed, loving parent. Brady, who has often struggled to live up to his father's legacy, finds himself reflecting on their complicated relationship, haunted by the times he pushed John away. Belle, ever the daddy's girl, clings to memories of her father's protective embrace, her grief compounded by the knowledge that she'll never again hear his reassuring voice. Even Paul Narita, John's son from a past relationship, returns to Salem, his quiet strength masking the pain of losing the father he'd only recently come to know. The DiMera and Kiriakis families, often at odds with John, also feel the weight of his absence. Stefano DiMera may be gone, but his shadow looms large, and even E.J. DiMera, who clashed with John countless times, acknowledges the void left by his rival's death. Victor Kiriakis, in a rare moment of vulnerability, admits to Maggie that John was a worthy adversary, one whose moral compass often put the rest of Salem to shame. These moments of reflection remind us that John Black was more than a man. He was a force, a catalyst for change, and a symbol of resilience in a town plagued by secrets and scandals. Marlena's breaking point. As the funeral approaches, Marlena's grief becomes a central focus of the storyline. The once unshakable Dr. Evans is unraveling, her professional composure giving way to raw, unfiltered sorrow. In one particularly devastating scene, Marlena sits alone in their shared home, surrounded by reminders of John, his favorite leather jacket draped over a chair, a half-finished crossword puzzle on the coffee table, the faint scent of his cologne lingering in the air. She clutches a photo of them from their last anniversary, tears streaming down her face as she whispers, "How am I supposed to do this without you?" Her friends, aware of her spiraling despair, rally to support her. Kayla, Marlena's confidant and fellow doctor, spends hours listening as Marlena pours out her heart, recounting memories of John's mischievous smile and the way he'd surprise her with impromptu dance sessions in their living room. Hope, still grappling with her own guilt, organizes a memory book filled with letters from those whose lives John touched, a testament to his enduring legacy. Even Sammy Brady, Marlena's fiery daughter, puts aside her usual chaos to be there for her mother, offering a rare moment of tenderness between the two. Yet, despite this outpouring of love, Marlena's pain is all-consuming. The writers have dropped subtle hints that her grief may push her to a breaking point, leading to a decision that could change Salem forever. Rumors are swirling that Marlena, unable to bear the weight of her loss in the town where every corner holds a memory of John, might leave Salem for a while. Could she retreat to a quiet coastal town, seeking solace in solitude? Or perhaps she'll travel to a place tied to her and John's past, like the romantic villa in Italy where they once rekindled their love? The possibilities are endless, but one thing is certain: Marlena's departure, even if temporary, would leave a gaping hole in Salem's heart. Will Marlena leave Salem? The question of whether Marlena will leave Salem is more than just a plot point. It's a reflection of the profound impact John's death has had on her. Leaving Salem would mean stepping away from her practice, her family, and the community she spent decades nurturing. Yet, it could also be a chance for Marlena to heal, to rediscover herself in the aftermath of unimaginable loss. Fans are divided on the possibility. Some believe Marlena's strength lies in her roots in Salem, surrounded by those who love her. Others argue that a temporary escape is exactly what she needs to process her grief and find a new sense of purpose. The Day's writers have a knack for keeping viewers guessing, and this storyline is no exception. Will Marlena's departure be a brief hiatus, or could it signal a longer absence from the canvas? The show has a history of sending characters on emotional journeys only to bring them back stronger, but the stakes feel higher this time. Marlena without John is uncharted territory, and the thought of her leaving Salem, even for a short time, feels like the end of an era. A legacy that endures as we await the next chapters of this heartbreaking storyline. One thing is clear, John Black's legacy will live on. His sacrifice for Beau, his love for Marlena, and his unwavering commitment to doing what's right have left an indelible mark on Salem. The flashbacks at his funeral will remind us of the man who wore many hats: soldier, spy, father, husband, and who always fought for those he loved. For Marlena, the road ahead is uncertain, but her love for John will guide her, whether she stays in Salem or seeks solace elsewhere. So, dear viewers, what do you think? Will Marlena find the strength to stay in Salem, surrounded by memories of her beloved John? Or will her grief lead her to leave, embarking on a journey of healing and self-discovery? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and let's keep the conversation going. We hope you enjoyed it and look forward to sharing more with you in the future. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe TV Days Drama Digest for more updates on Days of Our Lives.